Hello, everyone. Is Luke again, and prepare to feel my rant because I'm in rant mode today. Um, because of certain little news thing that got dropped, and it kind of made us a bit worried. So, if you don't know, on Twitter, there's an account that basically showcases what Cartoon Network has on schedule for that particular week. Um, and this account recently said, and that tweet was made on October 25th, 2021. This date is important, so remember this date. So, this tweet said that they were going to be removing Lego Ninjago from the sidebar. The sidebar is basically it shows what shows have aired on which days and whatnot. And the reasoning for the removal was because it has not aired a single episode in the United States. Keep in mind, this is United States only. I don't know how Ninjago airing works around the rest of the world, so if you want to tell me how it works over in your country, please let me know. So basically, they were going to remove Ninjago from the sidebar because it hadn't aired a single episode, hasn't aired any of the Island or Seabound, and the last newly aired Ninjago episode was The Son of Lily, which was the finale of Master of the Mountain. And that came out on October 25th, 2020. So it's been over a year since we have last seen Ninjago on Cartoon Network. And honestly, this is even worse than what Rebooted's schedule was. If you don't know what Rebooted's schedule in the United States was, it was abhorrently bad. Basically, it was 2 episodes every 3 months. What idiot over at Legos even suggested this idea? They need to be fired. Like, that's a stupid idea. Or, I don't think it might have been Lego. It might have been Cartoon Network, whatever. But, whatever. This decision was dumb, nonetheless. And honestly, this is even worse because at least with Rebooted, you got the episodes for the year just at a very somewhat consistent and yet inconsistent time, I guess? Is that the right word to use? But with this, we haven't even gotten the Island or Seabound, and they've both released this year. Albeit much earlier than anticipated, since Seabound was supposed to be the summer season and it released in April and finished in April. So starting from the beginning of May, we were on this Ninjago content drought, not just for Ninjago content itself, but Ninjago content creators such as myself. So we basically had to go to our reserve content and just talk about it for months on end. That was back in May. We're heading towards November, and we're still not finished with this drought yet. We're still not finished. So, May to November, that's 6 months. 6 months have we been on this drought. And it's probably going to last another 2 months before we get anything else, if I'm being honest. So, 8 goddamn months without anything. That is an incredibly long time. 8 months is long. Whether you are a kid or if you're an adult, it goes like that. But it's still a long time regardless. And honestly, this is just astoundingly bad. I can't even find the right words to describe how stupid this entire thing is. But there's also been a rumor because of this that Cartoon Network has officially is never going to air Ninjago on the network again. And that would be sort of like a little bit of a conflict between Aloba and Ninjago fans, because some Ninjago fans would be like, yay, it's not on Cartoon Network anymore. But then there's the other fans that are like, well, where is it going to air now? What's going to happen to it? So it's sort of like, well, what's going to happen if this is true? If this is true, then what are we to expect from the future of Ninjago? I'm gonna make a full-fledged video about where I think it should be broadcasted. I think If I haven't done that already, I'll have to check on that. So apparently I actually did make a video about this all the way back in May of 2020. Yeah. It's over a year old, nearly two, actually. Um, and I basically concluded I think the LEGO official YouTube channel was the best option. And I still think it is. Because um, it's free. Lego can be trustworthy in that, even though they have been a little bit sketchy in their handling of Ninjago as of late. I feel like they could at least do that. So, but there is that added pressure of putting a theme entirely in the hands of their makers. So there's that little skepticism there. Um, but I do think out of all the other options, it's easily the best one to provide as many fans to watch the series as possible. Um, Now, obviously, there's going to be a money factor in there, and YouTube isn't really focused on money all that much unless you're like a really big content creator or a company, which LEGO is. However, it's a company towards kids, and as I mentioned in that video, there's Kappa. But then again, Kappa wasn't really a huge thing. It was sort of over dramatized, if you will. So honestly, I think not even Kappa could affect, Lego's um, chance, because sure, they might not get as much money as they once did, but it's still money nonetheless, and that's what the company wants, right? It's money. That's the whole purpose of how a company or a business works. That's the whole purpose of it. Um, and remember, if the show makes money, then that would actually help it, because right now I don't think the show is getting all that much money on Cartoon Network, because the reason, quote unquote, that the show doesn't air on there is because Cartoon Network says it doesn't get good ratings. Well, the irony of that is that Cartoon Network is the reason why it doesn't get any ratings. So yeah. Um so a little bit of hypocrisy right there. Then I don't know. This whole situation has just become mind numbing to me, if I'm being honest. But I am worried about the future of the series, because if this rumor is actually true, then basically Ninjago has nowhere to go. And if it has nowhere to go, it could be canceled. And if it could be canceled, we may never ever get to talk about Ninjago ever again, or at least not the new stuff. We could still remember it in our hearts, obviously, but it won't be the same. And honestly, this is a really, really frightening situation for us Ninjago fans. It's also frightening for the crew as well, because this is their show and it's being treated like this. I'm surprised none of them have said anything about it. Probably because of contractual obligations. God damn, I hate contracts sometimes. But oh my god. I'm just about done with this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of Ninjago being treated like utter crap. Actually, if you remember in my first community poll, I actually made a poll about which video you wanted to see, and you guys voted for the fan art video, which you got on Monday, and it actually got pretty good reception, so thank you about that. But second place, so far I've checked, was the theory of my personal theory of why I think Ninjago was abandoned by Cartoon Network. That got in second place. So if you want to see that video next week, just tell me. If you want to see it next week, I'll gladly oblige and say, yeah, because it fits this whole overall theme of Cartoon Network being just an absolute piece of shit. I could even do it on Thursday if you want me to. Because honestly, as I said before, it fits the whole theme. So it works. But anyways, what do you guys think about this whole situation and this potential rumor that Cartoon Network may never be airing Ninjago on their show ever again? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking the red subscribe button, and clicking the notification bell to receive every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye. Bye bye. Ugh.